We have learned that children are the reflection of our society. By keeping the conversation going, we are leading by example, passing on teachings to encourage a safer society where we understand the consequences of our actions. The consequences of that is a pure-hearted society. It is a known fact that the most gender-based violence has been committed by men. I don't know about you, but I was quite curious to hear what they think about this pandemic.
What do you guys think right now, currently, are the things that we need to speak about as gentlemen?
If we're going to dive right into it, the thing is that gender-based violence, it's such a deeply rooted issue. It's really a crisis at the moment, and I think there have been some solutions suggested by people about calling out your male friends and raising awareness. And while those are critical first steps, I think the problem is so deep and it's so it's festered so much that we need to dig down right at the core of what the issues are, because I've been thinking about this, and I think the big thing that's happening is that young boys are not being shown how to be men. We don't know what it means to be a man, because because it starts at home, because the pandemic or the lockdown has just shown that has just increased the gender-based violence, and I think it's a lack of positive male role models.
Where I come from, we thought this was normal, man. We thought it was normal, bro. I'll not tell mates. You understand? Like a girl can't just say anything to you. You understand? And we're young at that time, and that's how we understood life. Way back, in primary school, we're young, we fight and all that. When you get an L from a girl, that's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life, G. You might be meeting the gents you used to go to school with, in primary school. 20 years later, they're gonna remind you of that. Dog, you're the one that got clapped from his chick. Understand what that does to someone's mind, you understand? It creates an understanding, you are not supposed to take an L from a woman.
And that an L is a disadvantage. Instead of a learning curve.
You said normal.
Bro.
I was thinking, what is normal these days? Because clearly normal has not worked, which led to our current situation today. And where we're at realistically, we need to then relearn what we've been taught.
It's true. Talking about relearning and unlearning. Where I come from, bro, it's crazy. It's hella crazy. Bro, this is deeper than the way we see it in jail. It's happening from a boyfriend girlfriend situation. You understand? I believe from where I'm coming from, Ilendoka, religion has played Ilendoka India Maboee way. Culture has played Ilendoka a role, you understand, in this. But no, it's a bit controversial, but it's real. Because from a young age we were always taught ukuba I'm supposed to be dominant as a man, you understand? And our dominance is supposed to be masculine and all the situations here, you understand? It's really crazy. Just the phrase in jail, I know I would not hear from a woman. You understand? What is your mom?
But I think also now as we progress further into the 21st century and women's economic liberation becomes more of a thing, we got to start learning how to take these L's, bro, because it goes further than just sexual rejection. It's these women, they're going to be competing for your job, and a lot of the time, even most of the time, depending on the industry, they're going to get it because they're more competent. And this is something that men haven't had to deal with yet, and they don't know how to. There's a lot of resentment there towards women.
Sure.
I think well men, especially young men, have forgotten a little bit. It's just a little bit of self-love in a way that you respect yourself enough to be able to share a feeling. I feel like sharing a feeling is sharing a feeling to someone else. You respect that person. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't tend to share feelings amongst men. and speak like how we're really thinking. It's always never like, yo, my day was great, but bro, like, I'm not feeling great. I'm feeling negative. I'm feeling like, you know. And I guess like naturally as dudes, we speak like that, but we need to make it a norm to be able to speak about feelings, because you'll find I went to a boys' school, and at a boys' school, I found it difficult to share my feelings to a group of friends. And I think schools need to play a role in doing that, making like having a conversation about gender-based violence and what is happening the norm. That needs to be the norm. Like it needs to be a subject.
Okay, I don't really think Ukuba we are forgetting. It's a thing of we haven't learned. Yeah, well, it's a matter of learning. There's girls, bro, who believes Ukuba when they get physically abused by their man, it's a like resemblance of love. It means love to be physically abused.
They find it attractive.
Yeah, it happens. It's real. You understand? So hence I'm facing Ukuba. I can't really say Ukuba we are forgetting, but we thought it's okay. We thought that that's what's going on, right? But we need to learn, and that's okay. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to have a girl who got like better money than you. You understand? It's okay to have a girl who's more educated than you. It's okay. It's okay to have a manager who's a female. It's okay. You understand? So that's the whole situation, Jay, that we need to understand. It's okay, Njaya. It's
really cool. Like,
you understand?
My manager is an amazing woman, right? And I'm happy to have her on my side. Now, when I think about gender-based violence, I think the people that will really feel it are people that have sisters, that actually have a lot of female people in their lives too.
I think that's the problem. To think Ukuba, it only affects me when it's close. You understand? When it's like direct like that, it's supposed to affect me, bro. Like, you understand? Like,
I see what you're saying when you come with that, but like also at the same time, like there's also a sense of like I feel a sense of like helplessness to this crisis, because it's like, what can I do to actually like fix this, you know, within my own capacity? We can have these conversations, we can talk, but like for me there's this deep sense of helplessness, and I only care, like, I'm gonna be honest, like I only really care about it when I start thinking about my girlfriend. I start thinking, you know, because unfortunately that's just how it works. It's like skin in the game, you know.
But you see, that's my problem. It shouldn't end there. You understand? Like,
I
keep on saying, like, from where I'm from, right? Because like we come from different parts of Cape Town, right? And I want you all to understand, like, what's really going on, like Upwards and Sulokon. But G, where I'm from, it's crazy. It's happening. You get like to see like a gent just murdering a girl, right? You know what's the word on the streets? Like, of everybody who's watching that happening? That's their situation. Like,
don't get involved.
Don't get involved. You understand? But we should get involved. We should get involved. Like, bro, handle. We like, are we really gonna keep moving?
We're gonna watch
this away? Like, bro,
this
literally, like that's the leaders we're supposed to be. Like, bro, like
we're supposed to be the risk takers.
You understand?
I know what you're saying.
You feel me? So
but we need those positive role models. Like, you show us that from a young age. Like, you know, you stand up for women.
Absolutely. You see, we shouldn't say we need those people.
We need to be.
Exactly.
No, I get you, because we
bro.
The next generation.
Like, bro, like when you're working with me at the hood, and then we see this situation going on, we handle. Bro, like, I'm really not physical. I'm a softy, bro. But like,
all you have
if
to do
calls,
is if you confront it.
Bro, like, even if it calls, like, for me to
let's go.
Understand? Like, let's get it. Like, let's get it, bro. This is not right. You understand? Like, because it's affecting us, bro. Like,
because if you do nothing to it, if you do nothing about it, then you're consenting. If it's happening right there and you do nothing, then you're consenting.
Straight up. So that's the whole situation.
Like, there's another thing, that thing of pretending that you're fine, but you're not fine. we all have pride. Let's be real. Naturally.
I think it's
Naturally.
mostly ego.
I think we should look within. First of all, as men, with the question being asked, are you fine? Because if you were fine, it would have been different. I mean, so let's rather take a look back, look within, and really question yourself: are you okay with the things you've been going through? Are you dealing with them appropriately? You know?
Are you dealing with them well?
Yeah.
What are you doing about it?
What are you doing in everyday practice? Physically, what are you doing emotionally, spiritually? What are you doing in your personal time?
So it goes back to unlearning.
I actually think, Kuba, I should make it comfortable for my friend to be vulnerable around me.
Yeah.
I think it starts there.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna make it okay for my friend to vent, you understand? Like tell me, Kuba, I'm going. And cry if you wanna. You understand? I think it was 2 days ago. I felt whack, but it ended up like really, really good, man. A gent of mine, was venting for the first time in a long time. He told me like he's living with the condition, right? And he never told anyone about it, like any of us today. So it was like basically the first time him like talking about it. You know? Well, I've known this man for a very long time, and I really felt whack, bro. Like I apologized. I was holding back tears, Mfethu. I apologize for not making it for not making it comfortable for him to tell me earlier. I am suffering from this, man. You understand? Was watching like things like that. You know, it really got to me. I had to apologize to him, and it felt good that I could be that person. But it also felt really whack of me to have not made it easier for him to have told me. You understand? So I think we should create that safe space,
That's true.
for our friends to be able to talk about their emotions. Not judge the gents, like bro, like it's
general,
crazy, bro. Like where I'm coming from. We judge a gent for listening to R&B music. But coming soft.
That's the mentality. Like that's the unfortunate mentality, bro.
Yeah, but so that's the whole vibe, and we should like just.
I think the other problem is that females they share their emotions very easily with each other. It comes like it's second nature to them. But as males, we struggle just to like sit down and have a conversation and share our feelings. Like we have to like get some cameras, go to the studio and like plan this shit. We have to actually like put so much effort to make sure that us four here can be here, share our emotions, and that's because males we tend to need an activity. So I could be like, let's go throw the tennis ball. And then once we're throwing a tennis ball, all of a sudden then you start speaking about your emotions and your feelings. And the thing is that, okay, what are the activities that males bond over nowadays? It's drinking and doing drugs and chasing women. Like that's the culture in which we are trying to set up, these meaningful conversations. We're trying to that's the activity we're choosing to be kind of the bonding experience, and that's why we're suffering in silence, because I know it's different, but it's the same, like, because I'm a recovering drug addict, but because the culture was like, what we did for fun and how we bonded was going out and drinking and stuff. I could hide my sickness within that context so easily, so like, we're suffering in silence because we're in the loud clubs. You can't talk in a club, you can't share your emotions. And what's the goal? You're gonna go out there. We're all going as like some like weird hunting pack, and we're gonna go and try and find some women.
You're basically there to numb that whatever you're feeling.
Exactly. So it's like what happened to our rites of passages? What happened, to like, I don't know, just what happened to activities that were oriented for males in a healthy way? What happened to those things?
Like I feel like the system doesn't allow us to learn about ourselves from a young age.
That's very true.
Starting from school. I mean, look, parents play a massive foundation of an upbringing here, but also we need to understand, like looking at what Bravo says, some of those parents come from a different background too, and their background is messed up, so it just it's a ripple effect. It keeps going to the next kid and to the next kid and to the next kid, and things like these, conversations like these, need to be the norm so that the younger kids can see it, the younger men, the younger boys can see it.
We all have a responsibility to do something because you know, consent is well, if you're complicit, then you're consenting. You know, so like we can talk about, you know, we need to like stand up for women and all this, but like, you know, how many people are going to actually start a neighborhood watch or something? You know, how, you know, are we going to actually take like, if we are like, because men are generally, you know, we are the gender of like action, taking action. Might not always be the best action, but like, you know, we are like, that's the thing, we're risk takers. But like, if we're such men, why aren't we taking action? You know? Like, are we just gonna like post our hashtags and then like, you know, we've absolved ourselves of any guilt because I'm with you guys on this. This is terrible. You know, that's not going to solve anything. I also think institutional structures, like, because you know, you said you went to an all-boys school. Did you find your perspective or your the way you treated women, your mindset was a stark difference to people in an all-boys school?
Yeah.
Because I noticed, because I went to a co-ed school and I noticed that. You know, male counterparts, like people who had a very similar background to me but went to an all-boys school, had a completely different perspective on women and a completely different attitude. And I think, you know, that is something we've got to think about, like why segregate schools among the line of gender.
That too.
Because like,
you know
society,
what I mean?
it's like you're going into the workplace where there's going to be men and women. Society's men and women. It's all like integrated. So why are we educating separately when, you know, if you can't like be educated amongst women and if you can't like you know, voice your own opinions in front of women or learn, because we're talking about relearning, unlearning, you know, so it's also a lot to do with education, obviously, but this is also just a small thing. I mean, there's so many different levels of analysis on this. Yeah. Generally, like people with the same mindset are going to like flock together, birds of a feather flock together. So like, you know, the perpetrators are usually embedded within like a social group that has made that normal. So how do we kind of like, you know, how do you infiltrate or how do you change the minds of people who are, you know, just in this echo chamber of toxic behavior?
They boxed in,
Like as corny as this might sound, I'm truly grateful for the friends that I have. Like Amachita, like is emotional, bro. Amachita can be vulnerable, and Amachita are very corny. We even like check each other for cheating, bro. Right? Like why you like covering that girl like that? Check each other. So I think that's really important. Check your mans.
That's really true.
Check your mans, bro.
Tell me if this is a red flag or not. But like, what about someone who like hooks up with a chick who's really drunk?
Whoa.
Proper red flag,
bro. But now that
is
never
the biggest of them all.
That never gets called out.
That is the realest red flag.
And
that's happening often, bro.
To win a girl, you understand?
Yo, bro.
Like to win a girl, when you go to a lengeni, to a party, you can't you can't go home alone. You have to make a plan. Like I've seen it, bro. You understand? A gent, like not just one. You understand? But I'm trying to paint a picture right now. A gent like holding a girl's arm, pulling her. You can't go by except the girl like is not about it and she doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, bro. Pulling her, bro. You understand? To his kist. It's happening. Like it has become a norm, bro. You understand? Like the concept yomuino. You even find like James posting about it or rapping about it these days. Just hearing go back say no I know finding a winanga. You understand? You hear like from their raps. It has a huge impact in society, bro. Yeah. Like for real, bro. Like the concept of umuino should be cancelled.
That's what that should be
a gent who's celebrating that shit.
It should be
cancelled, bro.
Out of the
a gent should be cancelled like straight up.
Because instead of that being cancelled, that's the norm.
You understand?
So they praise that. So
it's the culture, bro.
Yeah.
If it's the norm, it's the culture.
You understand? So that's what I'm basing. Like, bro, like even the bro code doesn't allow. Don't cover up. Don't cover up. You know? Like I for one, Machita, we should normalize going to parties when there's no honeys.
Oh man.
Like
oh man.
like you understand when you're inviting a gent to a party The first question is,
Where's the honey?
where's the honeys though?
And they like start counting like what the ratio
You
is.
understand?
And don't they get mad though?
Yeah.
Don't they get
You
mad?
understand?
And I'll
Like
be
they don't
honest-
respect you, bro. You inviting guests to a party and there's no bunnies? Like no.
And I'll be honest with you, like during my younger time and at my single time, that was my mentality. I'm a victim to that. Like I can definitely say like I did, and I do have a part of me that is quite toxic as a person, you know, and as a dude and as a guy. I do have a tendency of turning probably a blind eye towards something that's wrong. I do have a tendency of like just not seeing it and only realizing it through my girlfriend or through my mom or through my manager or through someone else. You know what I mean? I do have those tendencies, but it takes acknowledging those tendencies. We need to acknowledge it so that we can fix it.
Who's the person you're most vulnerable around with?
My girlfriend.
Good. You understand?
My lady and my mom, but my mom mostly.
Those are women. Bro.
Yeah. Ain't no nigga there.
Those are women.
Yeah.
That's our safe space. Like for the first time, right? I didn't know. Damn. Okay. I have a childhood trauma, yeah, bro. And I never really spoke about it. And I thought, Okuba, I passed it, man. Like it's a thing of the past. Yeah, bro. Until I was on the phone with like my ex. We were like in a relationship at the time, yeah. Bro. I was on the phone with her and we were having like, you know, like it started off like really casually. So I started like venting to her, man, and I couldn't even finish like the first sentence. I broke down.
Yo, bro.
I broke down literally like 3 a.m. in the morning. I dropped the phone. Yeah, once I'm sorry. I broke down, bro, and that was my first time ever to break down about that specific thing. You understand? It's a trauma. It needed a woman's energy.
Yeah.
You understand? I needed a woman's energy for me to break the chains that I was always carrying my whole life.
It's that thing of we got each other as dudes, right? It's always that thing, yo, my G, I got you. It's that I got you thing. But somehow we still gonna tend to feel like we're gonna need a woman.
Got you, though?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do I even really know you, bro?
Do you know? Do I even know you
That's
like
the
that,
truth.
my nigga?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of knowledge of your friends. Knowledge is not that. All right, cool. Jermaine is my friend. He's a drummer. He's a producer. Knowledge is Jermaine is my friend. I know what he's been through.
Yes.
Jermaine goes through a lot. I understand his process of thinking. So if it's like this, I will take him aside. If people don't understand, I will take him aside. And I will be that dude that speaks to him. Do you know what I mean?
That's
We barely
Because
have
how are you supposed to check someone if you can't check in with them?
Exactly.
Ooh, that's
Exactly.
You know, because you can be like, it's all good and well to bring it all down to this pivotal moment where you're gonna check someone when they like transgress. But really, what it ultimately should be is just you checking in with them constantly. You know, because that's what a pulse is. You know, you got to monitor that pulse.
We also scared of love languages towards each other because we have this. We have this problem. We have this problem as dudes.
He said, "I'm a guy barrier, bro." Like,
I'm a dude barrier.
Yeah.
This love language barrier, bro. This love language barrier is the main thing that makes or breaks your friendship. Because if I can have I've been in friendships, in fake friendships, many of them. Dealt with many of them. I don't have a lot of friends, you know. I've dealt with many fake friendships, and with those fake friendships, it was a case of what you have and what you can do. It wasn't a case of how you feel. As soon as I'm a very expressive person, so as soon as I voiced how I felt about like myself, I was always asked. Yeah, this is sensitive, but like I was actually cyberbullied back in primary school. So whenever they would speak to me, it's a speech of negativity. it's a negative thing. So it would be like, yo, like Gile, like you sing so much, like and all of that, you're always talking to girls, are you gay? And that question would pop up every single time. And throughout growing up, like I would question myself, and I would come across people that would say, yo, you would make a great girl, or like you would whatever, and I never really take it too personally, but I keep it to myself because it's something that I went through. But the only person that I voiced it to was my mom, bro. My mom took that in and made me understand that know that you're not. Don't take in what you're not. Know that you're not. You know what I mean? She gave me a lot of wisdom on that, and that's how I kept it going. But I realized that I was with friends as and they were kids, man. We were young, so like I kind of understand that we had a boys' school, but like those kids weren't really taught how to speak to other guys, to other dudes, and that situation for me was very sensitive because I'm not gay, you know what I mean, and if I'm against that, and if I say yo I'm not gay or whatever, it's going to look like I'm attacking gay people. Do you know what I'm saying? So I also have to be very careful on how I approach it. That's why I choose to, keep it to myself and express it to someone that I can express it to. You know what I mean? There's those type of situations, man. Like, as dudes, like I never thought I would speak about it like this in this way as well. So, like we need to be able to speak like that, because if we're not, and make that normal, like to me, right there, it kind of felt weird. And why is it like that? Why does it feel weird to speak about that and to say that to you guys? You know what I mean? But I'm saying it because like it's needed. We need to say it. We need to make it normal.
And
you know what I mean?
Just to add on what you say, bro. Like you said, you went to your mom, bro. Like there's a lot of dudes out there who have nobody to go to. Which then, it's another type of bond, bro.
From what you're facing right now, it's because we have not normalized to compliment our gents. You understand? Like when the gent is looking good, you understand? But you understand? Like we always, even when we do, man, we have this way of saying cutting it so that that doesn't compromise.
I know what you mean.
So that whole situation, Jay, like we need to normalize it. You understand, bro? Like I you understand?
Yeah,
like
I think it's because we're running.
I'm even still uncomfortable right now complimenting your head. Oh, you got a nice head, bro. I think we need to unlearn that too, bro. You understand? Because like no cap, bro. One of the reasons I think the gents were behaving the way they used to, like go away boys. I think it's to be intimidated by you, because I feel to like you're sexy, dog. Because like mhlambi kuthi machita we only know like sex is being like really masculine. You understand? You have to have. You understand? Your chest can twerk. You understand? Do the thing.
It's pumping.
You understand? Do the thing. That's what we
use, bro.
You understand? So we need to cancel that. And just compliment our dudes by saying, "Vid, you're really sexy. Jayam, like your hair, bro. Like you really got good hair. You understand? Like the eyes of the sky. You understand?
Yeah, bro." We need to
just
really
thing,
just normalize that.
Like, bro, can you please sell me yourself with your eyes only? You understand? Like for I like them. You know what I mean? It should be okay.
But also on an emotional level, bro, because like I got this thing where like with all my friends, whenever I say goodbye to them, I always just say I love you. And like it makes them uncomfortable. Eventually I break them down, and then like some of them will start saying love you. But
bro, whatever.
Like, I lately have been like really embracing, man. Like being a soft gent, like I've been like going on my lives wearing your ones. And like many gents were okay. Like some gents were laughing, like dog, really? You understand that whole situation? But I could find some gents that were influenced by that. Like, yo, bro, I really need a onesie. Like, I rock that too, but I didn't want people to know.
See that I'm rocking it. Yeah. We need to use our art, as a powerful weapon to to
Voice.
voice these things out.
Mhm.
And I think right now art is what speaks like a lot more than conversation.
Yeah, or
Genuine.
more than the government.
Yeah.
As artists as well.
Mm.
Let's be about it.
Mm.
You understand? Gender-based violence, let's be about it. Let's not like say chill like in our studios, okay,
Yeah,
upstairs,
home. Yeah.
like in front of the cameras. you
Yeah,
understand?
bro.
Yeah, make
But
a
yeah,
little speech and
you
say, I'm
understand?
against this, da-da-da-da.
Exactly.
Just carry
We're
on.
expecting the
Yeah.
same people to come to our shows. These are the same people who are buying our music. These
Dude.
are the same people who are buying our merchandise. These are the same people that are really like putting us where we are today.
Dude.
You understand? We should be there with them. Let's be active.
And you know
Yeah.
what's crazy? Like my biggest fan is a girl. One fan. And I was like,
but she's
like-
not safe.
my G.
She's not safe.
Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you need to.
Because also, like, we've all got these like toxic traits within us, and we're all part of the problem in like some sense. So even if even if you're the nicest guy and you're not misogynistic, it's like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
are you checking your bias and wondering, am I actually like collaborating just with males
Yeah.
because I'm comfortable with that, and I'm
Yeah.
like intimidated by like a strong female,
Mm.
or am I like, are there some people I should be working with
Yeah.
that are very like that are really competent and they're females, but I just wouldn't work with them because might be awkward, or I'm not
Yeah.
really like comfortable with that, or I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
You need to be like actively checking yourself,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they're all
for
small
real.
things we can do. It took me a while to like actually come to terms with the fact that it's okay if my girlfriend earns more than me this month.
Mm.
You
You
know, and
understand?
then I used to it used to grate me, and the way I used to deal with it would be like I would apologize to her, like, I'm sorry I didn't earn more,
Yeah.
when I should just be like, well done, like that's amazing, like
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
sorry, it's a matter of like it's like you're thinking for yourself only.
Mm.
It's like you really think, but by you saying like I want to just like babe, like I want to earn more. It's not you saying, babe, I want to earn more. It's you saying like, babe, I want to like
Be better than you.
I want to be better than you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's that ego.
That's that ego we were talking about.
That's
It's
that
like
ego.
we should be yo babe, like well done, you worked really hard. Damn. Alright, cool. Well, this is my salary for the month. Let's work together. What's happening?
And I'll do the dishes tonight.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
let's
But we don't
find
wanna
a
do that.
compromise. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have ego.
Yeah,
pride,
we have
all
to
of
silence
those things,
it, bro.
you know
And
what I
yeah, the way we tell them feel about it's a natural thing.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard to
Yeah.
combat it.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
but the thing is, like that's what I'm saying. Conversations like
Yeah.
about it. Like I guys, can I just speak to you about an experience I experienced? I was walking with my girlfriend in town, and then there's this dude who nearly broke his neck just by looking at her ass. I'm watching him. And then Pelisa is like, no, Kila, please just walk. And I was like, babe, the fact that you are saying it's okay, like you making this so normal. And then she was saying like, babe, it's okay, like next time I'll just dress like, better. And I was like, babe, why do you have to dress? You with me, bro.
Why
Yeah.
is
Like,
dressing
why-
better?
why do you have
is
to,
dressing better?
Like
They
lower
rape-
your.
They rape grandmothers, dog.
My
Hey,
G.
They rape children, infants, dog. What is dressing better?
Like that's what I don't understand. So that for me, that experience was tough, but it's also because like why did it take, like Pelisa was saying, like, but babe, understand that it took you this long to realize it. I'm not saying you're a bad person.
Once you had now you had like a sense of possession in
Yeah.
a sense.
You know what I mean?
So I was like, now you're looking at my girl. Like,
Exactly.
You know?
You're looking at my girlfriend already. Still like my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like I'm
See,
owning. You know what I mean?
Nike is it comes back to equality.
Mm.
Yo.
It
That's
is.
the deep thing.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like for us as gents, Mhlawumbe has become normal. But
Mhm.
oh, you're supposed to look at that eye candy, right?
Mm.
But when it's a girl like staring at, like, okay, I personally,
Mm.
right, I get really uncomfortable when a girl is staring at my dick print for like more than 3 seconds. I think it's okay, like 1, 2, girl, like don't. The thing is, like, what I'm about is like just the whole situation, just like the inequality, man. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
For instance, like when I stare at a girl, you
Yeah.
understand, like checking her out, like, ooh, think of all the things I would do to you.
Mm.
You understand? That's okay, but when a girl is doing the same thing back to us, we judge her.
We're like, yo,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah, you understand? But yeah,
it's that mentality.
But
Nah, this girl, bro, she's too forward.
you understand?
She's too forward because she likes you, dog.
Whereas
Yeah,
you
yeah,
Oh, she's
understand.
interested in you as much as you are.
Okanye, she's just being human.
Yeah,
She's just being
that's her
like
natural
expressive
feeling.
about it.
Yeah.
Like she hollers at you first. She like, okay, look, we also like grown-ups right now. Like casual sex is a thing, right? It always have been cool, like for gents to be the ones like asking for it. And then when it's a hand asking you, gay, Pamela, I just want to smash you. It's nothing deep. You understand? You feel some type of way, like what's going on?
Yo, dog.
You understand?
Yeah.
You really feel some type of way by like, say, what do you take me for?
Do
you
you know what I
understand?
mean?
It should be okay.
And bro, like us as young men, we have to change. It's a matter of having to change.
Yeah.
It's not a thing of like we can talk about the fact that we grew up, but the reality is we have to change.
Yeah.
And we have to embrace that change.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Ilenoka, one thing we should understand as humans, right? As the human species on Earth, we are, I think, the only species that can like adapt. Like
We're everywhere in the world.
you understand,
Mm.
everywhere and evolve.
Mm.
That's what we need to understand. When we are understanding that how powerful we are as the human species, and then that's going to give us like a greater understanding, right, of our abilities.
Yeah.
Like say, we can actually let go of this. We can silence our egos. Like let's allow change. Change is never comfortable.
Yeah.
Change is never comfortable.
And it's
like
not gonna happen overnight.
like as basic as like moving to another apartment.
Yeah.
That's change. Like going to another school.
100%.
You understand?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
going for another relationship.
It's
you understand?
It's the difference. Yeah.
That's just the nature of it.
Yeah.
We should understand that and embrace it.
Yeah.
But right now, change needs to happen.
Yeah.
Let's be about it.
Yeah.
And it starts within, bro.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying.
yeah. I feel like
yeah.
with self-love, it's the best for you. So if you appreciate yourself, you'll appreciate the ones around you.
Yeah. Understand your love language. Understand your communication internally, so that you can be able to understand another person's, not just a woman, another human
Yeah.
being.
So
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro. But gentlemen,
it is.
this was like a very, 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 very informative conversation.
One more little just tidbit of information. My last thing is, if you look around the world, there's a direct correlation between the economic success of a country and the amount of equity women are granted. Do that research. Go look at it. I'm not going to explain it, but
Yeah.
you know,
Definitely.
it's within our own interest.
Yeah.
Madoda Ngandani